What up, what up, what up, what up? Let's check in with the people. Like I told y'all, we're about to have, excuse me, I'm low under the weather and all. I told y'all we are going to try to do 30 teams and all that. We just did the Lakers. I want y'all to check in on that video. I hope y'all like it. You know, um, give me a like, share, and a subscribe. You know, right now we're gonna get into the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets. The winners of free agency. That's how I look at it. The Brooklyn Nets were the winners of free agency, or maybe not. There's a lot of things that gotta come in play. But let's start off with the big additions. The big additions this offseason for the Brooklyn Nets obviously was Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Jordan. You know, they got a big three. Each guy coming from different teams. Kyrie Irving, obviously being from New Jersey. Brooklyn Nets, formerly they were the New Jersey Nets, playing in the Meadowlands. I'm very familiar with the Nets. I'm from New York. I'm from Long Island. So I know about the Nets. Jason Kidd days. Richard Jefferson, Kenyon Martin. You know, Keith Van Horn and all that. Kerry Kittles. Come on, man. I know about the Nets, man. We take it back with the Nets for real. So I kind of understand probably how Kyrie probably felt about the Nets, because the history and all that, and especially being from New Jersey. I'm not from New Jersey, so the loyalty to the team. So Kevin Durant, obviously being unhappy coming from Golden State, the Draymond factor, the factor of him coming there and just getting easy championships. There was many factors that led into KD coming. Obviously, KD just with a torn Achilles, major injury. Not too many players have gotten back from that. But I will tell you, is players that has happened to recently and they got back from it. Rudy Gay tore his ACL, and I don't know if you took a look at Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay is like a poor man's Kevin Durant. Rudy Gay could pretty much do everything like Durant, just maybe at a slower clip. You know, but he's bounced back. He tore his Achilles in Sacramento. He's came to San Antonio, and it's like he hasn't missed a step. His 3-point percentage has went up. Obviously, but and if you take a look, Rudy Gay is jumping out the building still. Rudy Gay's still jumping out the building. So I mean, this is how it is, man. So obviously Kevin Durant won't be there. Well, we don't really know. I take it. I think Kevin Durant is gonna play. I just think they just telling people, whatever they gonna tell him, so they don't put a lot of pressure on him. But I do believe Durant's probably gonna come back and play probably for the playoffs. So pretty much the guys gonna have to hold down the fort. Um, Kyrie Irving's gonna have to hold it down as a leader. People question his leadership coming back from Boston, but I feel like that's kind of really been kind of like overstated his leadership. I feel like he's a good leader coming back from Cleveland. He just probably wasn't happy there in Boston. There's many factors. DeAndre Jordan should fit in. They got Joe Harris. So let's talk about some of the guys that's returning. You got Joe Harris, 3-point shooting champion, fresh off USA basketball. You can say whatever you want to say about the record, what happened in the USA, but nobody could ever understate the experience that comes from players playing USA basketball coming into their season. The upcoming season is always like a jump, like a sense of urgency. Seems like players have gotten better, and I feel like Joe Harris is going to benefit from that, and they need that. I think he's going to be a knockdown shooter for them that they're going to need. Like, I really do. Um, he's probably a top 3 shooter in the NBA right now, just spot up in what you need. Karis LeVert, he's there. I think he's like a fringe guy. He's like a guy who he can be an all-star. He could be a role player. But he has all-star potential. He played his season last year was unbelievable. He maybe should have been an all star. He was their best player. He did get an injury. He did get an injury earlier that season, and then he came back towards the end and helped them in the playoffs and everything. They pushed Philadelphia in the playoffs. And that's all you can ask. Torian Prince is there. Garrett Temple, he's coming back. It's all about how the Nets gonna put this together. Also you can't forget about Spence. Spencer Dinwiddie. He's a guy who could possibly be an All Star as well. Like I said, a lot of things just gotta come together for them. But I think everything will. Wilson Chandler's there. Look out for Wilson Chandler. You got Jared Allen down low. So I think the combination with Jared Allen and DeAndre is going to be deadly, for teams defensively, especially if you're trying to come in the lane. I think their rim protection, they already have elite rim protection, right now alone. Kyrie Irving, they have elite guard play, they waiting on Kevin Durant to have elite wing player, So, I mean, the Nets, it's all right now. And then you got the shooting, elite shooting, Joe Harris, along with some of the other guys. I feel like they really Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant can come back healthy, they're gonna win a championship. In their time being together in the next 3 years, they will win a championship. I believe if Durant comes back, if he comes back healthy, they go into the finals. How about, let's say it like that? If Kevin Durant comes back healthy at the end, let's say Durant comes back at the end of after the All-Star break, leading into the playoffs, and he's healthy, they go into the finals. I'm just gonna let you know that right now, the Nets is going to the finals if everybody is healthy. And listen, I don't see who can beat them. I just feel like Durant is something maybe the East hasn't seen. Especially if he's healthy. Like I said, 75% of Durant is probably still better than more than 75% of the NBA. So it's all about what can he do. If he comes back not 100%, obviously the shots is going to be knocked down. But is he going to be able to attack the lane and everything that you're going to need to do? If you look back in the finals against Toronto when he got hurt, it was on. He caught the ball and he was trying to dance with it. So can he get back to catching and going? Because they started him off in that game as a spot up shooter because he wasn't 100%. So, and he knocked down just about everything. He was a killer. So once he got the ball and he knocked down about 3 shots in a row, I think it was time for him to dance. So he tried to catch and he tried to hit a dance move on I believe it was Serge Ibaka, if I'm not mistaken. And then all hell broke loose. So hopefully he can get back to that first step is strong. The reason why I'm touching on the Nets today is because their media day was yesterday. A lot of the players did speak. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving was talking to the media, talking about how he's not rushing back. He won't put any pressure on Kevin Durant to come back. He could almost take any time that he wants. And then when you hear Kevin Durant speak, he's saying, "Hey man, he may be playing this season." So I mean, we really don't know what direction it can go. It could go in a multitude of directions. But I feel like if everything come in place with Brooklyn, they will win the championship in this 3-year window. And I feel like if Durant comes back healthy, I don't feel like Philly can stop him. I feel like Giannis can't stop him, especially if Durant is healthy, along with Kyrie. Elite shooting. The East is gonna be deep this year. So let's see. If you're a Brooklyn Nets fan, give me a like, give me a share, give me a subscribe. Let's get up in the comments section, man. It's not gonna be like all these other channels. I'm trying to connect with the people. If you like my videos, you could donate to my channel. I got the Cash App. That will be in the description box below. Also in the comments section. I'm gonna do all 30 teams. I got the Lakers down, and that was the Nets. So I just get back with y'all, you know, and y'all take it easy. We on to the next one. Let me know what team I should do next.